Before I dive in, I want to invite you into something special. Over the next 5 days, I'm sharing 5 clarity calls for your soul. It's just a little mini series of conversations designed to help you pause, breathe, and pay attention to where you find yourself right now. Think of each of these little episodes as time set apart, like sitting across from me with a warm cup of coffee, taking a deep breath and asking honest questions about what's stirring beneath the surface. Because Lord knows, we are in an era where we need more than Instagram hot takes and AI answers. So, I want to invite you to begin with me. Take a slow breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. If we were sitting on a clarity call together, I'd probably begin with this question. What's stirring in you that's ready for change? And why now? Maybe you would answer that you're just weary of the noise. Perhaps you realize that what used to work no longer does. Or maybe you would mention that your soul just knows it's ready, that it's time to wake up. One of my many wake up moments often happened on an ordinary day. And this little story that I'm going to share with you, well, it was just another ordinary morning. I had a leash in one hand and my phone in the other, walking the dog again. I'd been up half the night sleeping next to the kennel, cleaning up messes, and trying to maintain happiness and joy in a house that felt anything but peaceful. Now, by the third round of scrubbing up dog poop that day, I hit the edge. I realized I felt limited, trapped, and I was sick of being the responsible one. In that moment, hot tears rose before I even knew that they were there or needed to be let out, and anger was not far behind. It wasn't the loud kind, but it was just the kind that you feel in your body, that warmth that's simmering just beneath the surface. I doubt I had hid it well from my kids or my husband, but in those days, I had been trying hard to hide it from myself. I just kept telling myself and whispering, I'm fine, just get through the day. It'll all work out. Eventually, the dog will get past this. But on that day and on that walk, it dawned on me, I was not fine. I was just pushing through instead of paying attention. I was gritting my teeth, repeating the answer, I'm fine. But that was a moment that I decided to take notice. Instead of outrunning my ongoing frustration, I decided I would just have to wrestle it out. I was going to wrestle it out with God and with my family. I had to stop pretending that that heavy yoke was normal and that it was okay. I needed to set my limits, embrace the limits, and invite others into the weariness that I was experiencing. And let that weariness reveal that I needed to see something that God was inviting me to. It was a wake-up moment. There wasn't a lightning bolt. There wasn't a big breakthrough. It was just sacred honesty. It was a recognition that I am not fine, but I want to be whole. And that's what waking up feels like. Honest, a little disorienting, yet it holds possibility. So where in your life right now do you feel that quiet restlessness? That place that whispers, there's more than this, or I am not really fine. What if that unrest isn't rebellion, sin, or anger, but it's a revelation to something more, something deeper that the Lord is inviting you to? What's true, my friend, is awareness like this is mercy. It really is God's way of gently knocking on the door of your story, saying, I'm here. Let's begin again. Let's write a new chapter together. You don't have to fix anything today. I just want to invite you to notice. Now, as we embark on this wholehearted identity journey, I want to speak to each of the 9 Enneagram types, the 9 ways that you might fall asleep to yourself, and the 9 ways that grace will gently wake you up. For the Enneagram 1, it's important to know you don't have to fix everything before you begin your journey. Perfection isn't a permission slip. Instead, grace is. For the Enneagram 2, you need to know that your worth doesn't depend on you being needed. In fact, your needs are not problems. They're sacred invitations from the Lord and from relationships. Enneagram 3 friend, you can stop performing. You're truly already loved before you accomplish a thing. My Enneagram 4 friend, you are truly not defined by your sadness, and you aren't your sadness. Beauty isn't something that you earn. It is something that you embody by fully being you. For my Enneagram 5, you don't need all the data before you begin. Wisdom expands and grows when you show up and you act. Enneagram 6, safety isn't found in control. It truly is found in trust. Trusting yourself, trusting God. And remember, you are not alone. God is always ready to be your anchor and your safe place. My Enneagram 7 friend, I've got good news for you. You really don't have to outrun pain to find joy. Stay present. And I'm telling you the truth when I say light will meet you there. Enneagram 8 friend, you don't have to lead the charge to be strong. Tenderness is your truest and most faithful demonstration of strength. For my Enneagram 9, your voice can bring peace, more peace than silence. Showing up is how you make the world whole and operate in the wholeness that is offered to you. Now, as you've listened to these different invitations or wisdom about you, where did you feel a tug? I wonder if that is the Holy Spirit highlighting the next place that He wants to speak to, that He wants to bring life to. All right, I have another reflection moment for you. I want you to ask yourself, what truth am I resisting because it requires surrender? In the end, surrender isn't defeat. It's not the white flag. It's not going, I just give up. It's active alignment. It's stepping into the invitation to release and receive. And it's also the moment you stop managing and controlling your story and you truly let God write it for you. So, as you practice the heart posture of surrender, I want to invite you to some breath prayer, releasing your striving and receiving grace. So, inhale, I release my striving. Exhale, I receive your grace. How about one more time with me? Inhale, I release my striving. Exhale, I receive your grace. And that, my friend, are the invitations to wake up. Now, I imagine some of today's reflections and questions, and maybe even breath prayers and wisdom and insight, stirred something in you. So, if you are ready to stop shelving your story and live from your wholehearted identity, I'd love to invite you into the next step. I usually have some space on my calendar for a couple clarity calls a week. I'd invite you to grab one of those times so we can work through this in real time. And also, a couple times a year, I do a 6-week small group experience called the Wholehearted Identity Journey. Check the link in the show notes for more details on that and to get on the list. Whether we're opening next week or next year, you'll be sure to get the invitation. As you step into the rest of the day, I want to bless you. May you feel holy curiosity rising within you. May you see awareness as mercy and not a mistake. And may you trust that when God wakes you up, He also walks you home. Breathe deeply, my friend. You are loved, and you are invited to become wholehearted.